There we go. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Just make sure that audio's working. Hello, Robert. Hello, NMA. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Darren. Hello. Hello, Alan. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. How's everyone doing today? How's everyone's days going? Bit of a crazy day today. Where's my mouse gone? Oh, God. I've lost my mouse. Where's it gone? Oh, never mind. I don't need a mouse. It's fine. How's everyone doing though? How's everyone's days been? Let me know. Let me know how you found the chart today and how your overall day's been. It's been a pretty crazy day in the markets. Definitely some huge sloping moves. But yeah. Hello, Andy. Hello, Sam. Are you driving from Glasgow to London tonight? I'll get this 100k account. Nice, Robert. Long drive, that is. Very long drive. Good luck with that. Hello, Adam. Nice to see you. And I think, Adam, I think Ben should have forwarded you a message regarding something or said about something just so you've got clarity on that. I hope you understand what's gone on there. You got bad at boxing. What makes you say that? I'm DP from Discord, by the way. This is just my PlayStation ID. Oh, okay, DP. There's so many names. Like everyone's got like 3-4 different names. Like they've got their Telegram name, they've got their Discord name, they've got their real name, they've got then their Zoom name from before, and then the YouTube name. It's crazy. Had a loss first thing, but insane after that. Nice flip speed, very nice. Hello, Sam. Good sparring session, I see. I don't know what you're on about, guys. What do you mean? No trading for me today. 7-hour flight to Dubai, so in Sofitel downtown. Nice, Alan. How was the flight, and how have you found it so far in Dubai? Have you been? I imagine you've just been stuck in traffic. Like traffic is so bad right now. Like summer's amazing. The weather's absolutely beautiful here. It's incredible, and everywhere's really busy. But the traffic is horrendous. When I went and saw Chris, who's also here in Dubai, and it's normally like a 15-20 minute journey. Oh my, it was so bad. It was not good. And yeah, okay, one second, Adam. Where's Ben? I'll forward it to you now. I'll just copy the message. 1 second, guys. Copy. Adam. There we go, Adam. I've sent it to you now. It's a similar situation with what happened to Ben, because before it was a different account, if that makes sense. There we go. Get this back up. Evening, mate. Hello, William. Wait, good fight, Max. Traffic wasn't too bad, but it was busy. You got lucky then, Alan, because it's normally quite bad. You should see the other guy. Yeah, exactly. We can see your nose is bruised. Let's ignore that. I have got, I don't know if you can see on my ear as well. Like my ear's bruised there, really bad, and then my nose, is a bit messed up. It was a difficult training session. The people who I train with, they train really, really, really hard. It's like no mercy training at all. And yeah, a bit of a funny thing from that for those who are interested. I've got a fight on the 3rd of December, by the way. But the coach put on like the sort of body sparring thing, and then he had like this huge like medicine ball on his hand and then a pad, and he just said to me, "Okay, look, when you punch me, I'm gonna slap you around the face, and you're not allowed to not stop punching me." So as soon as I punched him, it was just like I was just getting smacked up. So it was awful. It was awful. I was just getting beaten up the entire time, but it's good. Did you argue with your girlfriend? It would be a lot worse if that was the case. Cauliflower. Yeah, it's really, the back of my ear is really swollen. Where's the fight? The fight's here in Dubai. It's on quite a big card as well. So the event who it's on, they basically do, like, a lot of entrepreneurs do, like, who get into boxing fight on this card. So there's a lot of, like, big successful people who are getting involved and fighting. They call it, like, the $1 billion event because there's meant to be, like, over $1 billion in net worth fighting, which is pretty cool. So yeah, it's quite a big event, so I'm looking forward to it. Should be fun. First fight in Dubai, so it'll be good. Can we place bets? I'm unsure. I don't think so. And I'm hoping you would bet on me. I'm hoping you would. Who are you fighting? Some guy. I don't really know who he is. I've seen like a video of him sparring, and I think, you know, I'm always going to be confident. I think I've got it in the bag. And so, yeah, 50 quid on Max winning. I appreciate that. Max Colin bet 365. I'll put a word in. But yeah, so looking forward to, I'm really looking forward to it. But yeah, like in the mornings, which is good because when I wake up now, like I sort of get up at basically like 6 a.m. UK time, which is like 10 a.m. Dubai time. So by the time we're finished, like London's like opening, which is good. Or nearly finished. I'm full porting, good for routine. Oh god. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Definitely got beaten up today, but it was good. It's hard work, and I recommend anyone like, and I do mean anyone, to try boxing, try some combat sport. It's really good. It's really good for your mindset, really good for your body sometimes, and then it helps with. It really integrates a lot with trading. Like fighting and trading are very similar. That people say fighting and chess are very similar. You got to be disciplined. You've got to be coordinated. You've got to be consistent. You got to come up with a plan beforehand, and you've got to, you know, everyone wants to get in the ring and fight, but the performance is built outside the ring. In sort of looking at videos of yourself sparring, looking at where you can improve and stuff like this. Very similar to trading. So, Colin, I'm from actually just outside of Birmingham. I say Birmingham just because majority of people know where Birmingham is, and it's just like easier. So I just say Birmingham, but it's just outside of Birmingham. Place called Redditch. So, some tactics going to win in the battlefield. I hope so. I reckon it'll be good. When is the fight and what's the event? So the fight's on the 3rd of December, and the event's called like the $1 billion fight event or something like this. It's for like, the whole premise of the organizers for the event is basically entrepreneurs can who fight can get into it. So there's professionals and there's amateurs, and so yeah, I need to find out what the full-on event is actually called. By the way, to get onto this fight, I literally just got messaged at 2 a.m. By my coach saying, do you want to fight? And I was like, I just put back yes. So I didn't, at that point, I didn't know who I was fighting. I didn't know when I was fighting. I didn't even know what was going on. But the type of person who my coach is, you want to kind of look like a bit of a cool guy. So I cockily just said, yeah, what's the worst that can happen? And then I woke up in the morning and I was like, shit, wait there. But I'm looking forward to it. Solihull for me, not far. Yeah, it's not far at all, Colin. Not far at all. Solihull's nice. You look like a Dubai native. Not with this nose. Honestly, you walk around Dubai and because, like, I don't know, it's just, different here. Everyone really takes care of themselves, and everyone like needs to look the part. I went to the shop before this, and everyone was staring at my nose. I was like, it was funny. Proper fight. It's a proper fight. Hello, Beth. Hello. How you doing? And for those who are new to the live, what we tend to do is have a bit of a catch-up, see how everyone is. Then from there, we mark up the charts, come with a plan. Excuse me. And then from there, just answer questions along the way. And yeah, obviously tomorrow we've got NFP. So my plan for tomorrow is if I don't see an opportunity before 11, I probably won't enter a trade for the day. Well, I most definitely won't enter a trade for the day. I don't want to get caught up by the crazy price action as we lead up to NFP. It's just it's just completely random chaos as we lead up to it. And so I don't really want to get caught up in that. What advice would you give to someone starting out in trading? So a few key tips which I would suggest when starting out in trading is, one, risking a set pound amount per trade just makes it far easier, because what you can find is you can have an edge in the market. You could have a really nice system, or you just are really good at viewing price action. But then you're risking, for example, £10 on this trade, £30 on this trade, £5 on this trade, £15 on this trade, £40 on this trade, and your risks just all over the place. And that means that it's just so much harder to profit when it's like that. So risking a set pound amount per trade is really nice. Then when you're more advanced, you can sort of break your trades up into a few different categories in terms of like A+ setups. Maybe you risk let's use £30. A+ setups you risk like £30 on. A setups you risk £25 on, and then B setups you risk £20 on. Basically allowing you to be a bit more dynamic with your risk management, and then you can do more things advanced on top of that as well. But I think for most people, starting off risking a set pound amount is very good. So that's number one. Two, just a few key ones. Don't trade over news. Trading over news is just a completely terrible idea. So make sure you're looking at news when it's coming out and what pairs it affects, and just not trading over news. Very important. And when markets are closing and this, that, and the other, things like that, very important. Making sure to be out of trades for that. Three would be journaling. A lot of people don't want to journal. And these are things which will objectively just make you better. If you're risking a set pound amount instead of having your risk all over the place, you will perform better. If you're making sure to avoid like crazy news, you will perform better. If you journal your trades, and when I mean journal your trade, I just mean like, so put a screenshot of your trade before you entered, a screenshot after you entered, reasoning for the trade, and then what pair it is, what session it's in. Is it an Asian session, London session, New York session, and what time of the day. And then using that journal, you can optimize yourself. Instead of like optimizing a system, you can optimize yourself. Maybe you perform better during ranging markets. Maybe you perform better during trending markets. Maybe you perform better on a specific pair. Maybe you perform better in a specific period in time during the day. Maybe you perform better in a particular session, and you can optimize yourself. A lot of people spend all their time optimizing their system and not optimizing for themselves. Everyone's different. Some people perform a lot better during super high volatility periods. Some people perform a lot better during lower volatility periods, for example, during the Asian session. So you're not going to find that out. You're not going to know unless you journal your trades. So those are like key objective things that will make you better. NFP, yeah, non-farm payroll, Colin. It's disgusting news that will cause chaos. And I'll be live over it tomorrow, so we can watch it unfold together. Been trading for 5 years now and still not profitable due to psychology. Yeah, advanced gaming, definitely. Psychology is absolutely huge in trading, making sure you're disciplined, consistent. Again, trading messes like goes against every single human instinct that you have. Just from a very basic perspective, since you were young, this is a big one. Since you were young, you've been taught that everything that goes up must come down. You know, like I'm talking gravity. Like everything goes up, and this sounds really far-fetched, but this is true. We're conditioned to believe that everything that goes up must come back down. And we're conditioned with the, buy low and sell high. And although, that sounds really easy, but in trading, that just isn't the case. If something goes up, it can continue going up for like forever, okay? If something goes down, it can continue going down. So that mentality, literally, you've got to flip that human instinct on its head. And then buying low, selling high. I think there's a great quote in the Best Loser Wins book, which is a trading book that I always recommend. And in there, it basically says you should buy high and sell higher. Sell low and buy lower. So instead of buy low, sell high, it's buy high, sell higher. I think it's really good. Hello, Tariq. Hello, Colin. Got a sell trade running from C-Dog's methods, and it's just chef's kiss. I love that, Steph. Love that, mate. Yeah, C-Dog's been killing it in the group. I mean, he's got some big things cooking as well. I love his section and his sort of the resources that he brings to the table in the group. There's so many people in the group now who are crushing it with his resources. And the good thing is, because a lot of the group is there's the support there, and there's the basics there, and we do go into more advanced stuff, but it means that C-Dog, he just focuses on like really advanced things. But if you spend time just reading over it, ask questions, anyone can utilize his methods 100%. Brandon will be live at 12. Okay, cool, Nisi. Very, very good. Love a Brandon live. Adam, we'll look to start it Monday or Tuesday. I'm going to do a webinar for it tomorrow night, 8 p.m. So we'll look to start it either Monday or Tuesday. It'll commence, I believe. I'll have to check I've got a plan outlined for it. So you'll find out everything about that tomorrow, though. So it should be really, really good. And again, guys, if you've got any questions regarding trading, crypto, the private group, anything like that, just let me know, and I'll happily answer any questions you may have. I'll give you a completely honest answer, and sometimes, a lot of the time, the answer will be a lot different than what you've heard before in the trading space. Oh, let's move this over. So this was the level that was given last night. It was really nice. Okay, let's zoom out a bit. Yeah, Gary, I'll put a summary in the group afterwards. It'll be good to be on the live, definitely, to get that clearer explanation. But I'll put a summary in the group after. And it's not too complicated. I've tried to keep it very simple. Hello, Gentle Lion. Hello, Sean. Evening. Hello, John. How you doing, John? How are you? We did have a nice retest of this. I want to mark that up. Again, we've had a really crazy bit of price action today. Huge move up to begin the day. Nice range, and then just a huge move down. Just continuing this range here. We anticipated the range after this big move down. We've said about the range for ages, so we're just continuing with the range, trying to buy at the sell at the highs and buy in the lows. So buy below the value area low and sell above the value area high. We didn't quite get into the value area high up here, unfortunately today. Let's move this across. Then let's pull this up here. Get a perfect golden pocket on this value area low. Absolutely perfect. And we'll also see what else. And yeah, I just looked at myself then. I saw the bruised nose. Excuse the bruised nose. I do apologize. There's not really much there. Let's see if there's a daily level there. Put the dailies and the 4 hours on. See what comes up. Okay, there is a 4 hour directly on that level. Or previous 4 hours. So prev 4 hour plus golden pocket plus value area low. Ben, I'm not falling for that. Especially not on YouTube. Try and get it nice. What the books would you also recommend? Best Loser Wins as one. Yeah, Krishina, Best Loser Wins as one. And then also, Krishina, send me a message saying like books. And I've got like a saved message that has like 5 books. They're in like little folders that you can access. They're good and they cover a lot of the basics and they're really nice. But definitely Best Loser Wins is like top of the list. It's very, 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 very good. What's the CDOG method? Which educator is that? Krishina, CDOG is in the Discord. And I mean, he's just very focused on advanced market dynamics. So things that you won't have seen before. And it is, his stuff is, quite advanced. So just be prepared to have your mind blown. And you will have your mind blown. Everyone who joins his section agrees it's mind blowing. So it really, really works. And it's really strong. Like, really strong. Positive. Good, John. Good to hear. I've heard Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas is a good one too. Yeah, it's a very popular one. I don't think I've read that one. I might have. I can't remember. I think that might be one of them which I've got saved. I've got like 5 books. I can't remember the names of them. I'm not too good with names, but that might be one of them which I've got there. Did bro get sunburnt or from sparring? Sunburnt then. Oh, God. How long does this take to heal? There we go. Pull this back on. 1 second. My VPN is turned on, so my Wi-Fi doesn't work. And I need that for the chat. There we go. Bro got cooked. You should see the other guy. Look, the other guy is still on the mat. He doesn't know where he is. He's waking up right now. Right now, it's pitch black in a gym, and he's like, what happened? Okay? I promise. Quite advanced. What do you mean, Ben? Quite advanced. Thanks. No problem, Krishina. And look, I really recommend, I recommend all of the members go through all of the content really and work your way through it. There's great, just unbelievable nuggets of knowledge sprinkled throughout the group, and then CDOG is no different. The knowledge is absolutely incredible, and each educator in the group trades very differently. Like they've all got their own twist on things. And so what an amazing thing about this group and this community is that if you join the group and you prefer my trades, then you can go through the courses and you go through my material and you might pick out a few things that you really like, or you might prefer Brandon's stuff and you might want to go down that route, or you might prefer Leon's stuff, you might want to go down that route, or you might prefer WizKids or Greg's or CDOGs, and you can go down that route. So that means you're not forced into a certain category of trader, which I think is really important because everyone's different. To force everyone into the same system just isn't a good idea in my opinion. Unless I'm mistaken, maybe an idea over a trade. My fault, I think. Tip, please. Separate analysis / trade. when you're book due. What do you mean by book due, John? And then, yeah, John, I do need to do that. I bet his hand is really sore. Probably is. The guy who, I don't actually know who did this, because I sparred like a bunch of different people. So it's like one of like 6 people, and I don't actually know who it was. So yeah. I don't mind this. I got hit with a really, really nice body shot, which was awful. That was far worse. Like that was really bad. Punching pillows doesn't count. And yeah, Sea Dog stuff is advanced, but it's definitely attainable for anyone, as long as you take it slow and read through the material and ask any questions. Hi mate, what have I missed? You might have black eyes tomorrow. I really hope I don't have any black eyes. I'm sparring again tomorrow, so I'm gonna turn up with this, and everyone's gonna bloody laugh. I'm looking forward to it. It should be fun, but yeah. YouTube UK1, thanks. Meant to have your own book coming. True, that would be really cool, but that would be in the distant future. That would be in the distant future, John. Definitely. That would be cool to do a book. Black eyes are coming. Oh, don't say that, please. I don't think they will. I'm hopeful. What's arnica cream? Can you get cream that reduces bruising? Look, I'll be fine. I'll be fine, guys. Look, I'll wake up fresh as ever tomorrow. It'll be all right. Black eyes for no golden pocket yet. For bruising. Okay. Arnica. Wait, I'll screenshot that. I'll probably need more of that in the future. Funny, Ben. Okay, guys, let's get into the charts then. So we've got this previous 4-hour golden pocket value area low here. Very, very nice level. I'll be looking for buys from just below this wick as well. So we could see that sort of liquidity grab there into this zone. Perfect. We've had a bunch of bounces off this zone as well. So I really, really, really like this. And then it's difficult to get highs because we've already taken most of them out on this impulse move to the upside. So it's a difficult one there. Yeah, we've already tagged this 0.618 and the value area high. Very, very, very precise level that. So we can't really do that. I do want to look for sells. I don't really want to sell inside the range because it's so choppy. For higher probability moves, selling above the value area high and then buying below the value area low is the way to go. When you enter trades in the value area, which is between the value area high and the value area low, it's a lot riskier and you can get chopped up very easily. Boom. Okay. Looks cool though, just wear sunglasses. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to. Hey bud, how do I join your group? So Christopher, there's a link on the YouTube description to join the public group, and then from there, just drop me a message and we'll get you on board, mate. And if you've got any questions as well, just let me know. Yeah, John. Yeah, I do need to separate them 100%. Tony, man, you need to be getting that first payout. You're still on the account though. You still got the account. It's all good. I am still in that buy. I've got stop loss to break even on it. What was the? I can't remember what the. Let me just look. Quick time. I've got stop loss like tiny bit below break even. So yeah, I'm still in that position where I'll pull it. Wait, I'm on it. I think I'm on it on... I'm on a few different accounts. I'm pretty sure I'm still in. Otherwise, it's tagged at a break even. I can't remember. Yeah, so it's just hovering there now, which is fine. So, yeah, all good. Oh, let me just go back to this, make sure that's all good. How do I... There we go. Perfect. So, yeah, looks all good. Join. Don't think about it. Great people. Appreciate that, John. And the full community appreciates that as well. We do have some amazing, not only just amazing people in the group, but also, you know, sort of the educators and everyone are really, really, really nice. We've really cherry-picked people because there's a lot of people who want to get involved in the group, and, you know, they're a trader in their own right, etc. And, you know, they want to be part of something. They want to share their knowledge. But, and I get a lot of messages asking for that. But a lot of time, like, I've got like a kind of a strict criteria for it. I want to see people are like genuine people and like actually nice, want to help people, and they're not just... they don't just want to be in the community to be cocky and show off and this, that, and the other. I don't want that at all. So we've really, really got a great team. My mate Morgan will be joining soon. I think you spoke a few times. He's good on the chart. So nice, Chris. And I've had a few people from people inside the community message today. Actually, quite a few, which is cool. And then something which is really funny. I need to... this guy, he messaged me just before I went live. A very, 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 very large trading community actually banned this guy because he was sending profitable signals inside their group. Like, he was sending signals, he was getting a lot of great feedback, and they banned him because his signals were actually really good. And so I found out about this and I reached out to the guy. So we're going to get him involved in the community as well. He really, really loved, like, he was sending me screenshots of all the amazing feedback he was getting. And so I think it's funny how, you know, traders that are providing, you know, great resources and other groups that are being banned for providing actually good signals are being, you know, taken in by this community, which is amazing. So yeah. And then also, guys, something really, really, really important. Okay, this is nice. Something that's really, really important today. I've had so many people message me about trading bots. I get messaged all of the time asking, like, do I do a trading bot? And then I say, no, trading bots don't work. You'll lose all your money, and they ignore me. And then, or they ask for a trading bot, I say it doesn't exist, and then they have a really like big go at me because they've invested a lot of money trying to find this golden ticket trading bot, and for me to say, look, like, it's not out there, you should just learn to manually trade, they just lose their head. Or 3 people messaging me saying, yo, and this is members of the group as well, yo, I fell for this, you know, this trading bot, and I've lost this amount of money. It happens all of the time. So I say it all the time, but avoid trading bots. They're really, really not good. Genuine people only choosing resonated. Well, thanks. No problem, Krishina. Why would they ban someone like that? To be fair, a few reasons. So one is they don't want to be overshadowed by someone. You know, if you're trying to maintain a position of authority in the community, you're showing all these cars and you're trying to, you know, flex this lifestyle and trying to look like the big dog, and then some random guy comes in and starts posting better trades than you, it looks bad. And then 3, I think they want to keep people in that cycle of unprofitability so they can milk them with the golden ticket. You know, let's say you've got a dog in a bucket, okay, and you put a bone above that bucket, that dog's going to jump all day to get that bone, okay? If that dog gets out of that bucket, it's just going to run all over and run away, okay? So if they keep people unprofitable in that bucket and dangle this golden ticket that doesn't exist above them, they're just going to keep on jumping for this golden ticket and keep on spending money and keep on trying to get that golden ticket, okay? Which is obviously really bad. They don't want them to get out of the bucket because then they won't be jumping for that golden ticket anymore. And then there's loads of reasons as well. And then on the dark side of it, they maybe are using bad brokers, to say the least. My ears really messed up. The same group who's got their members sign up to at least 3 brokers each. Yeah, exactly, Drew. And yeah, crabs in a bucket analogy. Yeah, I was trying to think of it. I was trying to think of what the actual analogy was. Crime out, the others are trying to pull it back in. Yeah, exactly. Love that analogy. Fantastic analogy. We've got to have it's not a normal live unless an analogy gets pulled out, is it? But yeah, so he's going to be joining the community. I think he's going to be posting in the Signal section of the Discord. Seems like a really nice guy. He does trade a different session as well, so he focuses on Asian session / London. He's from He's from New Zealand or Netherlands. I can't remember which. So yeah, should be interesting. I'll try and get him into today, Chris. I was just talking to him like earlier on today. So today, what a group this is. Definitely appreciate that. Amazing. Yeah, we'll see. It should be good. But yeah, let's. This golden pocket here looks interesting. We could see. So we've broke through, retested, come down, retest again. We could see a further retest of this before a bigger move to the downside. And it does correlate with this previous resistance here that we formed. Let's see what we can find on the ColezTrades indicator. By the way, this is the ColezTrades indicator. You gain access to this in the group for free. And yeah, so this is what is this? Previous daily open. Okay, this has actually got quite a bit. This is quite nice. Let me move that there. So previous daily open plus previous daily plus golden pocket plus trend. And it lines up with that 4K level, psychological level as well. I do prefer sells just because we've gone down into this range. This is nice. It's a shame with NFP tomorrow. Hopefully we can get these levels. I imagine these will be hit. I imagine this will be hit sort of London, like Asia / London. It's not too far. Best group. Appreciate that, Katie. If you could try separate. Yeah, John, I saw your message before, and will do. Hello, XPR. Who's that? ALD. Aldor. Aldor, I'm currently on the 12-minute time frame. So I use a variety of different time frames. I'll, zoom in on the 1 minute. I'll go to the 3 minute, the 5 minute, the 6 minute, the 15 minute, the 24 minute, the 30 minute, the 1 hour, the 4 hour, the daily, the weekly, even the monthly. I'll go into all different types of time frames. There's no magic time frame. Definitely not. And I remember when I first started trading, I tried to, stick to one time frame and find that magic time frame, but it really doesn't exist. Seeing the time frame as a slider, okay? The 30 minute is showing you the exact same thing as the 5 minute, but just in less detail. So if you want more if you want to see more price action in less detail, then you go to a bigger time frame. If you want to see less price action in more detail, then you go to a smaller time frame. So I like jumping between time frames. At very least, having an environmental time frame. So for example, the 4 hour or the daily, and then an execution time frame, like the 5 minute, the 15 minute, is like, I believe, bare minimum. You're very intuitive and your setup is very straightforward. Really nice setup, my good sir. Might drop slightly below the buy mark. Yeah, I think that's not a bad shout there. I'll look for confirmations as we approach. I think this will be a very precise level in terms of I don't think we'll move much above this. This, we could contest sort of this low here. At most, take out this low, potentially. But we'll look for confirmations as we approach it and see how things are looking when we approach the level. And if it's looking good, then we'll go for it. So yeah, let's see what else. These are the main two levels, really. One thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make this a bit, the opacity, take it down to about 5%. It's quite annoying. There we go. I'm going to get rid of this up here as well. Okay, yeah, this looks nice. This is clean. I appreciate the explanation, mate. Thank you. No problem, Aldor. No problem at all. Curious too, especially because of US government shutdown situation, etc. Yeah, it's like it says on what's it called? Forex Factory. You know, everything, all news is very tentative right now. That's literally the word they use on there. So just everything you're seeing news related, take it with a grain of salt. It's pretty crazy how that's happened. I believe now is the longest time in history the US government has been shut down. We live in a crazy world, don't we? I'm a newcomer here, but I found that your way of approach is similar like me, bro. Nice, FXJ. Nice. What's your sort of system like summed up, or how do you trade sort of summed up, mate? It's really good to hear. Yeah, Darren. So confirmation for Fu Manchu. We'll go over this high here. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll zoom in to at most like the 5-minute time frame, and I'll want to see momentum getting lower, whereas price is getting higher. So here we don't get this. Momentum's getting higher. Maybe if we zoom into like the 3-minute. Okay, we don't see it on this one. Okay, we don't see it, so I wouldn't enter this high here. Fine. But I know on this low, we definitely did because I entered a buy there. So on the 12-minute, we can even see it. So look, momentum's getting lower as price is getting lower. So momentum's getting higher, sorry, as price is getting lower. And then if we zoom into the 5-minute, you can see momentum is curving to the upside as price is getting lower. And then if we zoom to the 3-minute, we can see again, momentum's getting lower as price is getting, momentum's getting higher as price is getting lower. And then on the 1-minute, we get literally, we get the exact same thing. So we can just see it in more detail. So momentum's curving round, money flow's curving round. We get a sharp pullback in money flow on the 1-minute time frame. I want to see that before I enter a buy position. Really nice. And so that's what we want to see. So I want to see momentum going up when price is going down for buys, or I want to see momentum going down and price going up for sells. So I want to see a divergence, basically a disparity between momentum and money flow and price. Yeah, longest time indeed. I read that too. Yeah, crazy. Trump filling his pockets. Yeah, Trump did talk earlier on today, but he just basically said it's 1 year since he's been inaugurated into office. I believe today or tomorrow, something like this. So it was basically talking about that. But yeah, it's been a crazy year so far with Trump. Very interesting guy. Very interesting. But let's rotate over to Bitcoin and what's going on there. And again, guys, any questions? There's probably a lot of newcomers sat in the chat now who are maybe a bit confused about something. Anything in the trading space, like just let me know, and I'll happily go into detail on it. And we'll let's clean this up. Which charts are you using? Let's get Bitcoin cleaned up. And yeah, just let me know. So, Okay, really nice. So Bitcoin did, as we anticipated at the start of October, it did trend and then take out this low. I said this all the way back there. I said this would happen. It happens every single time after a big liquidation. You can go back on the live streams and see that. So now they've took out this low, I'm more confident with just entering Bitcoin positions. So this golden pocket, previous value area low, daily, previous monthly is beautiful. I think this will potentially be the bottom before an impulse, a bigger move to the upside, and this could come sooner than we think. I mean, taking out this low, like it just looks right. Like it just makes sense. I did say this red line would be the top of the bull run. So we hit it here. We didn't quite hit it here. Now, with us approaching December very quickly, I don't know whether we will finish the bull run up here. But still, I reckon we'll get a very nice bounce from here, which I'm more than happy to take advantage of. Loads of previous lows. Like, it just looks like a really nice level, to be honest. So that's the main thing I'm waiting for on Bitcoin. Let me move this over. Yes, Los Blancos. I'd put more emphasis on momentum in most cases. Got to go boxing in the evening. My daughter is fighting tomorrow. Just skills. Nice flip speed. Very nice. What's the challenge group about, mate? I'll explain everything tomorrow night, mate. I'm doing a webinar, so I'll explain it fully tomorrow night. Gold now. But for majority of my trading, I've traded Bitcoin, but Bitcoin's more higher time frame swings. I think if you look back through the group, when I've done sort of higher time frame Bitcoin analysis, I'm pretty sure every single time it's happened. And if you're holding spot, like let's say, for example, there's a huge cup and handle forming, and momentum's moving to the upside, money flow's moving to the upside, etc. Like there's a lot of confluence, exactly like I did, and you just enter Bitcoin. I think it was like 70k spot position, and you hold that until you're forming bearish divergences. There's an extra like however many percent, like an extra 50-60% made just by spot holding, no leverage. So in my opinion, it's like, okay, I can buy spot, I can hold it, make 50-60%, okay, if it comes to fruition. And if it doesn't, then I'm still holding Bitcoin, which I'm more than happy to do, so that's fine. And yeah, in higher time frame, Bitcoin's just so nice to read. I think a lot of people, especially on Bitcoin, spend the majority of their time zoomed in. When you zoom out on Bitcoin, it's the most clear, nice chart I think there is. You're trying to make it live. Okay, I'll make sure to record this challenge webinar and upload it same day for people who do miss it. But I do recommend being on the webinar. It'll make it easier for you and easier to ask questions and stuff as well. So yeah, that's again for in the private group, guys. So Bitcoin, very simple. I'm looking for a buy position here, and yeah, I'm looking for a buy position there, and that's all I've got to say about that. Okay, let's which chart did I just mark up? This one. Perfect. Boom. You should be very careful with Bitcoin and using incredibly small lot sizes. If you don't have the equity, you can really get into a lot of trouble with it. Completely agree with that, John. On the higher time frames, I think it's better if you have the knowledge to spot hold in terms of actually holding the Bitcoin on preferably a cold storage device, or like if you have to, a cold wallet on your phone. And then day trading it like on like a broker. That'd be the best. But if you're holding spot Bitcoin, like you're actually holding Bitcoin, then definitely looking to get a hardware device. A lot of people are involved in crypto and hold crypto, and they don't realize the importance of security, especially when it comes to crypto. So definitely be careful. Just be careful in the crypto space. I don't like talking about stuff outside of really Bitcoin when it comes to crypto, because it's so malicious. It's really, really bad, and vast majority of people will lose like everything they invest in crypto, just because they'll get scammed, or they'll do something without knowing, and stuff like this. It happens all of the time. So just be very careful if you are going to venture into the crypto space. It's a very, 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 it's the Wild West still. 100% the Wild West. And you can make a lot of money with it. But again, it's the Wild West. So be careful. Let me know in the chat if you do hold any crypto, and if so, what crypto. And don't plug some shit coins, please. But I'm intrigued to see. A lot more people now hold crypto than I thought. What about stable coins like USDT? USDT is fine, and I'm sitting on a lot of that now. I've been DCAing out of Bitcoin for the last 4 months. I've been very open with that. Since we got to like over 85k, I've been sort of DCAing out of Bitcoin slowly. I like USDT. I prefer it on Tron, so on the TRC network. I prefer that to ERC, so Ethereum's network. Ethereum's slow, it's costly. Tron TRC20 is very fast, and it's very cost efficient. It's like the cheapest transaction you can do, really. So it's really, really good. But the thing is, though, with USDT, so USDT, for those who don't know, USDT is a stable coin in the crypto space. It basically allows you to be liquid in crypto. So it allows you to hold cash in crypto. And basically a company called Tether, USDT, US dollar Tether, the company Tether, they basically back every dollar 1-to-1 with USDT. But the problem with Tether is, to my knowledge, I don't know if this has changed in very recently, but they haven't been audited at all. So they've basically got a massive vault door, and they're saying, yeah, we've got like a few $1 billion actually here, but you can't see it. So no one's actually audited it yet. So no one knows if they've actually got the US dollar. And the problem is, if they don't have the US dollars to back the USDT, which they've minted, then that could create liquidity issues and ruin the trading space. Really badly. Not the trading space, ruin the crypto space. IIP, I wouldn't invest in that. If a gun was to my head, I wouldn't invest in that. Because coins could, but bought too high. Yeah, no, all of like every single coin outside of like the main ones are like zero-sum game. The only way you can make money is if someone loses money. They're not, there's no utility there. They're not providing any value. And I like to make sure when it comes to investments, there's value there. I see value, value investing. I see value in the project, value in the company, whatever it is. I would never invest in something unless I use it. Like I want a majority of things I want to actually use and see the real world impact of it, or B, it actually has, like I say, real world utilities, to which is free usually for network. Yeah, that's good as well. Yeah. Bro, how long have you been trading, and what was your biggest issue you faced when you were a beginner? Also, what advice would you give someone just starting out? So I've been trading 5.5, 6 years now. And biggest biggest issue when I first started was the same issues everyone faces. I say trading is like, it's like a hurdle race. Every single person runs into the same issue. So over risking, I'd I over risked to the absolute nines. It was ridiculous. And then also thinking that there was going to be a magic system out there. So I'd strategy hop all the time. And these are some of the most common mistakes that people make. So over risking, over anything in trading, over risking, over trading, it's all bad. So that was one of the biggest issues, was over risking. Second one was over trading. Third one was strategy hopping. So trying a strategy, and then moving on to another strategy, and then another strategy, and then another strategy, and just chasing the golden system. And then I soon realized that that golden system doesn't exist. I've got to find a strategy that makes sense to me, and me personally. I've got to find a strategy that works for me, and then I've got to optimize myself for that system. And what I mean by that is find out which sessions I perform best in, find out like between what time frames I perform best in, etc., etc., what conditions I perform best in, and then optimize myself as well as slowly optimizing the system over time. A problem with optimizing the system instead of optimizing yourself is if you optimize the system, you can end up doing something called overfitting. Now, overfitting is basically when you over-optimize the strategy for previous price action. So let's say you're going back through the last month of price action. What you can do is be like, okay, my system performed extremely well. If I add this, this, and this, it performs really good. But you're optimizing your system for that very specific bit of price action, which is not good at all, and you end up overfitting your system, which is not good. So optimizing your system can actually be a detriment. You want to optimize yourself instead. That's something that I've definitely learned, and there's been extremely important. And that touches onto something as well. Whenever someone shows you that, okay, this normally bot has worked well over this amount of years, that means nothing. That means nothing. Just because something has worked well in the past does not mean it will work well in the future. That is a fallacy. So when you see people saying, "Oh, this trading bot has printed this results over the past year," there's a very high likelihood it's fake. You can manipulate things so easily, and then also it means nothing going forward as well. Loads of scammers, scammy groups in this space, and also over risking, psychology, etc. Yeah, near enough every single group is a scammy group, and I mean near enough every single one. Glad and grateful to have found this. Absolutely fire. Appreciate that, Christina. True, strategy didn't build a trader. Trader build the strategy and optimize yourself. 100%. 100%. And that's something that I really struggled with, was strategy hopping, and then definitely overfitting the strategy for previous price action. What I'd do is and backtesting is important. Like, seeing a lot of price action is just good. Time at the charts is nice, okay? And it's important. However, I would overfit strategies for previous price action, and then I'd use it on live price action. I'd be like, why the hell didn't this work? Like, over the past year of price action, it's produced like crazy results, and now it won't work going forward. What have I done wrong? And yeah, it took me a while to figure that out. How'd you pick the best for you? So, Anthony, it really doesn't matter as much what strategy you use. The thing which matters, this is very, very important. This is like, this is super important. A system, it's not about the system, it's about when you choose to use the system or not use the system, okay? Again, it's not about the system, it's about when you choose to use it and when you choose to not use it, okay? That is what makes a system truly profitable. So you want to find a system that allows you to easily choose whether to enter or whether to not enter. Okay, it's very, very, very important. Very important. And most people in the trading space, like near enough everyone, they'll they can say a system's working really well, and I hate the word mechanical. In terms of like people will say it's a mechanical system, and what that would mean is okay, it's rule based. Okay, if it's completely rules based, then code a bot, automate it, and print money forever. Brilliant, but that isn't the case. They are if they are even profitable. But if they are, they're profitable because they're choosing when to use the system and when to not use the system. That's what differentiates a profitable trader and non-profitable trader. And you won't hear anyone else say that in this trading space, because if you say, yeah, it's not about the system, it's about when you use the system and when you don't use the system, then they can't sell you the golden ticket. They can't say, oh yeah, this system is the best thing ever, I'll teach it for you for £1,000. They can't say that. Like, it's better for them to dangle the golden ticket in front of you. Max, I feel like I miss a lot of trades if I try and wait for confirmations because price can get bought up quickly at a zone. That's definitely true, Los Blancos. Maybe looking for confirmations as you approach zones. This is what I do. I look for confirmations as we're approaching the zone, not as we hit the zone. So as we're approaching the zone, I want to see confirmations. And that means all you're looking for is maybe a few little things when you hit the zone and boom, go. Hello, Bitcoin 5431. Okay, we've got two really nice levels for tomorrow now. I really like both of these levels. They're very, very, very nice. And again, guys, let me know if you've got any questions and we'll be finishing up this live shortly. And then if you do want to get involved in the private group where we've got signals analysis courses from me, signals analysis, and then educational content from 5 educators, 5 traders that we have inside of the group. And then also you gain access to the most amazing trading community and the most amazing people. And we've got a full support team there who are hopping on calls literally all day, every day. Then just click the button, click the link in the YouTube description, drop me a message. I'll happily answer any questions, and I'll be straight up with you. I love you, Max. I love you too, XPR. Yeah, this is currently gold. MIGK. Nice way to explain, Max, regarding the different strategies. I appreciate that, Eldor. I appreciate that. And I hope that that when you do ask a question here, I hope I give an answer which sort of is an answer which you hopefully haven't heard before, to try and make you think a bit and maybe see a different side that you haven't seen. Something which has helped me a lot in trading and then just in business is there's two sides. When people say there's two sides to every story, I mean there is two sides to every story. There's two sides to every argument. Understanding that, and I mean when you're sat in a meeting with someone, understanding their point of view as well and not just your own, being able to do that in the market. If you're looking to enter buys, understanding why people are looking to sell. There's buyers and sellers in the market. That's what makes up the market. It's buyers versus sellers. That's what it is. When you're in a meeting, it's you, maybe not versus, but I'm going to say versus them. So being able to understand both sides of that exchange is very important. So I feel like one of the best things that's helped me is understanding there are two sides to every story. No matter what, there is two sides, no matter what. And so understanding both sides is really, really important. And if you can't see both sides, then either A, you're acting with emotion, or B, you just haven't tried. Says it's mechanical. Bitcoin 5431. If it's mechanical, why not code a bot and just sit there and print money? Any new books anyone recommends? I'm stocking up my bookshelf, my trading room, and ordering my next batch. Love that, Danny. Love that. So obviously, number one is best loser wins. I really like that. And then Danny, let me know. Send me through a message regarding the books, and I'll get like a little list sent over. Now I haven't read loads, but I've read a few, and I think they're good. I'll have to watch How to Become a Millionaire videos on YouTube. See you tomorrow. See you in a bit, Jordan. Take care, mate. Exactly what I thought. Yeah. A lot of Bitcoin five. I'm just gonna call you Bitcoin. Bitcoin. A lot of people do that in this space now. Though they say mechanical because it means that it's just easy to sell. When in reality, what they're doing, if they are actually profitable, then what they're doing is they've got a system and they're choosing when to use the system and when to not use the system. And you can't code a bot. You can't code discretion. You can't say to a bot, "Yo, bot." Okay. Using your extensive knowledge of trades, like build up the intuition. You can't train intuition into a bot. Like it's ones and zeros. It doesn't have that intuition. That's our edge as a human. So leveraging it is important. Yeah, systems based on my strategy and signal are based on confluence. Score it a trade when the 3-min confirmation. Can you suggest new data feed? Max, I'm working on projects, ML self-learning AI system based on my strategy and signal based on the confluence score. It trade when 3-minute confirmation. Can you suggest new data feed? IIP, I'll send you through a list after this for the most important things to look at when it comes to that. And it's quite an extensive list. And it goes into a detail. So I'll send that through to you. Drop me a message on Telegram. I've got the list because a guy on YouTube dropped me he commented something, and so like I went off and like I did the longest YouTube comment ever. You can probably find it on one of my videos somewhere. I don't know which one it was on, but yeah. Okay, mate, will do. Nice, Danny. Okay, guys, I think we're going to finish up the live there then. I appreciate everyone tuning in, asking questions and being here tonight. It was a really nice live, and I think we went over some important things, very informative. And then if you do want to get involved in the private group again, click the link in the YouTube description. Drop me a message on Telegram, and we'll get you involved. Don't use trading bots. You'll lose all your money. And be careful. Be careful tomorrow. And have an amazing rest of your night, guys. Take care. Have a great night. See you in a bit, William. See you in a bit, Clyde. William, again. Elliot, Bitcoin. Graham, MIG, Danny, Elliot, Bitcoin again. Most, Jordan, Danny. Who else here? Katie, Alan, Aldor. See you in a bit, guys. Take care. Have a